Hello there. I was just playing some practice games on League Chess, and I wasn't really gonna record this or make a video about this, but then I played a really instructive game, so I just wanted to show you this. So I was playing with the black pieces. My opponent opened with e4, and I'm starting to learn the Caro-Kann, actually getting quite good at it already. So that's what I played. So we go into this Caro-Kann line. And my opponent decided to go for a knight c3. Now this is a main line, and I took on e4, he took back, and I brought my knight in. Now this is aiming to get in the Tartakower variation. It might look weird on the first glance, because you can take my knight, double my pawns. Usually double pawns are bad, but in this case, like we played in the game, it's actually quite good. My bishops are open. I'm getting quick development, ready to castle very quickly, and yeah, it's a real comfortable game like that. So I brought this knight out. I brought my bishop out to d6, also the main square for the bishop, aiming at the place where his king will probably end up. So he brought his bishop out. I castled, he castled, and I brought my bishop out with spin. Generally, it's a good idea that if you have the spin, um, you will go for it. He has a tough decision. He can move his bishop back, but I will be moving his bishop twice. He'll be behind in development, and else he's got to find another way to deal with this pin. So first he just uses starts developing some more. This is also a common idea. Maybe he wants to put his queen here to put some pressure on my king in the future. So yeah, here for me there are two moves that can both be good. I've checked with the engine, and yeah, it's about the same. I like going for the rook. You can also develop the knight first, but I like going for this open file as soon as it's available. So that's what I did. And then he started attacking my bishop, and I was actually glad to see this because I could just drop my bishop back, remain the pin, and he again has a tough decision, and he decided to attack my bishop again. Now I get what his idea was, because after I drop back, um, and this is actually what happened. He took my bishop, I took back, and now you could say, okay, double pawns twice now. That's really bad, but the pawn cube is actually a very good structure. My king is really safe. Notice how many squares all these pawns are covering. So yeah, my king is not getting attacked anytime soon. So this is actually a really good structure, and also, he has really extended his pawns here, so his king is pretty weak, especially the dark squares around his king. So I'm going to look how to take advantage of that. So he first brings his king up. Now, I don't really know what his idea was here. At first I thought maybe he's going to bring his rook here, start attacking on this side. But yeah, he doesn't really need to defend this pawn because it isn't under attack, so I wasn't sure, but okay. I just started developing some more. So bring a knight out here. Of course, the general square for the knight isn't available. In some lines, it's an option to move your king here, move your pawn here, I'm sorry, and then bring the knight out here. But in the Tartakower, the knight almost always goes to d7. So that's what I did again. And then he brought his queen here. Again, I thought he was going here with his rook, so this last king move didn't really make sense, but I didn't care because I don't want his moves to make sense, only mine. So I brought my knight here. Now, this looks weird if you don't know this Tartakower variation, but this is actually, again, one of the main moves you play a lot in this variation. And the idea is that I can bring my pawn up and put my knight here and start looking at those weak dark squares around his king. So he brings his pawn up, and before I go for this plan I just mentioned, I bring my bishop here. In the future you might want to push this pawn, so I prevent that now because it's protected twice. And I'm also maybe also preparing this battery here. So yeah, he didn't really respond to any of that, so I was just continuing with my plan. So pushing a pawn up, trying to bring my knight here. Again, he didn't see any danger, so he just started developing. I brought my knight here, and now my attack was really building up, almost ready, and he still didn't do anything about it. And well, the evaluation already says -4 at this point. Even though material is equal, I'm completely winning here. And basically, I was playing this all out of my head. It was just all these moves are main moves in the target cover variation, so that's why I said at the beginning it's a really instructive game. If you just know these general plans, then yeah, you can win a lot of games with that. So I brought my queen up, aiming here. Obviously, the knight is now protecting that square, but yeah, we have a threat here, which my opponent didn't see, so I'm not gonna spoil it. My opponent just played here. And it's actually -5 from this position, which I knew because well, not this exact position, but I studied similar positions, so I knew that this was gonna lead to checkmate. So I started with this check. Now, fun thing to notice that this works even if this pawn isn't protecting my knight. So suppose in some variations where the bishop trade here didn't happen and this pawn was still back on h7, this still would have worked. But yeah, the idea here is I'm threatening checkmate, and actually it's a forced mate. Best he can do is to drop his king back. I can take his knight, and well, this checkmate is not unavoidable. I'm sorry. So he can just lose his queen here, and then after I take back, he can go here. So after this check, he can take my knight, and this is checkmate. Notice how my rook is covering this, bishop is covering this, and the queen is covering that square. So that would be checkmate. Yeah, usually they don't even go for that long line because they're like, okay, they don't want to move their king away and lose their knight for free, so they're gonna take my knight. Now I just ignored this, so I checked him here. The king moves to the only available square, and this is checkmate. So yeah, it's about the same as the line I just showed you. It's just a quicker checkmate, the difference being that the knight is here now. So in a way it's even more beautiful because yeah, it's now officially a checkmate with a sacrifice of a knight. Like I said, if this pawn wasn't here protecting the knight, it wouldn't have mattered because, well, I didn't use it. It looks like this pawn is maybe protecting this square, but the bishop is also doing that, so we don't need this pawn here. Yeah, this is a beautiful checkmate, and well, a game pretty much completely played from preparation. This was played at Lichess, like I said. Over there, I'm already at the 2000 level, actually. So, well, you can see even at the 2000 level on Lichess, you can play games completely from preparation and just win with checkmate. So that's pretty cool to see. So if you're a Caro-Kann player, I hope you learn a lot from this, and you can use these ideas to checkmate your opponents as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.